Later tonight, Pike captures a German prisoner in Dad's army. But first, we have the Thamesmen.
G'day.
No.
Okay,
we're not doing cultural appropriation, mate.
I read a very nice comment from someone today who said they appreciated the fact that we were Pommies still to heart, even though we lived in the USA. And as Commonwealth buddies, we could be rude to each other because that's how we communicate. And I agree. Like, the ruder we are is the more we love each other, I think. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think the Wait a minute.
Arsehole. Oh, sorry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm in San Francisco.
I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
And you've reached Thamesmen. They low budget, light entertainment, brilliant reaction channel that is focusing in on Aussie Week 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is our last Aussie Week 3 track, isn't it?
It is. And again, it being brilliant. And back to your point about, you're absolutely right. So if you assault an American, right? If you call them, as I found out on my first day in America, calling someone a knob jockey in a meeting didn't go down well, right?
Like it didn't shoot you.
Yeah, well, it was like someone asked a stupid question and said, "Don't be a knob jockey." They took it really badly, and I had to go to HR and everything, right? But in Australia and England, it's okay. The more you know someone, it actually turns into a term of endearment when you're rude to them.
Exactly. Yeah. The I'm not going to say here, but the good old C word is the ultimate expression of love. Yes. To your fellow man, isn't it?
It is. It is. He is. Well, let's change it to clam. He is an utter clam. Right? It's got many connotations. The utter clam is a complete clam.
Yeah. You old clam.
Your what?
You old clam.
You old clam. Shut up, you clam. There you go. The whole shellfish family are involved.
It is one of my favorite words to use in America because they all grip their sort of petticoats and they go, woo! Like it's
they can't abide it. They cannot abide it.
Can't abide it. Doesn't work.
They will use racial terms like there's no tomorrow, which obviously is a complete no-no for us. They'll just flip it out and just whatever the racial term. And if you go anywhere to the clam word, they think Sodom and
Gomorrah.
At this point, we lost the plot. Our apologies.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to come no, or something. It's just like,
Good job we got the language out now.
Maybe we'll edit that bit out. I mean,
a beep there would be appropriate, I think.
I think it's going to be quite a lot. I'm just going to say it.
You're editing this one. You.
All right.
I've got that out of our system now.
Yeah. I feel better.
Did you ever watch that Derek and Clive?
Yeah. Yeah. Did they use a clam word?
They did. They had a whole scene with it just going.
Well, the trouble is, a lot of our viewers are in America.
They won't get it.
We're going
to be a lot of beeping there. Anyway,
I know. All right. So what are we ending a week 3 on? Which has been, again, sorry to stroke your pathetic egos, Australia. And now I'm just being insulting to you because it's a sign of endearment. It's been an absolute phenomenal week again. What are we finishing on?
Well, okay, so this is Stevie Wright, who we first came across in week 1 with the Easy Beats, if you remember. Yeah. And this is a track that lots of people have recommended to us, and it kept coming up and up and up and up. And it's called Evie, as you probably know from the title of our video, Evie Parts 1, 2, and 3, which is kind of appropriate for Aussie Week 3. Aha! And we have some notes.
Okay, have you got your teeth on?
I got my teeth in, I got my glasses on, and I'm ready. Are you ready?
It's always like there's a joke. What is it? Your teeth are like stars.
They come out at night.
Yeah, they come out at night. Oh, I know. Do you smoke after sex? I don't know. I've never looked.
Well, it's the whole 1970s joke catalogues coming out.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Oh, God, they were the days.
Oh, perfect. Prawn cocktail, sir. Anyway, cheese on a stick. Anyway, look.
Triangle. Woke you in that. Sorry. We got to edit this.
Who's editing this? I don't know. Oh.
All right. Sorry.
And the notes. So, by the way, Chris, thank you for all your help on Aussie Week 3 again. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've loved every second of it. So
yeah. So if you're going to leave notes saying how wonderful the tracks are, it's not us.
It's us.
Chris. He's a friend of ours. He's down in Australia. He's helped us every day. He helps us on the Thamesmen, and he curated this week. He's a big, hairy guy down in Australia, and he's absolutely wonderful. And he just picks the best tracks. So thank you.
Yeah, excellent. So the notes. So this track is 1973 was originally came out. After the Easy Beats broke up in 1969, lead singer Stevie Wright had unfortunately developed a heroin addiction. It's all the rage back then, wasn't it? Old bandmates and songwriting team Harry Vander and George Young, who we've spoken about before, reconnected with him and decided they'd write him a song to get him back in the charts. An opus detailing a relationship from meeting to marriage to death in childbirth. The studio recording had Malcolm Young play the guitar solo. It is considered to be the first 11-minute track to chart anywhere in the world and went to number 1, staying in the charts for 26 weeks. This performance was from the concert of the decade in 1979 on the Sydney Opera House steps in front of 100,000 people. And now us.
I haven't heard this.
I have not heard this, but I saw a lot of comments saying we had to check this out. So.
Steve Wright in England is a very dodgy DJ that you wouldn't want to babysit your kids. But that's obviously not this person. But I have actually never heard this. Evie, I've seen the comments, but I know nothing.
No, nothing. All right. Well, should we check it out?
Yeah.
Are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
Are you sitting comfortably?
I am. It's 11 minutes.
Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's 100,000.
Evie. There seems so much to say, but if you knew me well, you'd understand the way I do. Say the things I feel, the love I only know with you. Oh, I don't know what it is that makes me feel the way I do. But who even? Without you, and Evie, the sun is shining now. My eyes are open now. I see so much I never knew. And Evie, I wanna thank you now for giving me this child, so much a part of me. Well, I don't know what it makes me feel the way I do, but I do know, Evie, oh, Evie. So much in love with you. When I woke this morning, I was king of the world. Oh,
is amazing piece of music. Interesting. What do you think?
A flipping perfection. Seriously, but I mean, okay, we could talk about the song itself. We could talk about the composition, and then we could talk about the performance. Each one of them, outstanding.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine writing a song like that in 3 parts? I have one comment, though. Like the tempo, like if the first part was about meeting,
right,
the second part was about marriage,
yeah,
and the third part was about death in childbirth.
Right, but she died in disco. She died like disco.
Well, that was my point. Like the second part is quite like the marriage is quite sort of down tempo. And then the bit at the end, which you would expect to be the down tempo, was the sort of soul classic kind of thing.
Disco died a hard death. I don't, and so did Evie by the sounds of it. You know what I mean? In childbirth.
Yeah, but I mean, interesting though, and I'd love to know why that choice was made. But it was amazing.
I loved it. So the first one kind of guitar-driven, rocky, really great. And it felt like a heart back to the 70s. And then you had the melodic, tempo. And I love the backing singers in that.
I was going to say the backing singers were brilliant.
The whole band, everyone sang.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And then you got disco. And so to have one song that covers 3 genres seamlessly with one theme going all the way through, it reminded me of like very much of Jesus Christ Superstar and, these an opus, obviously. But I thought it was absolute just bloody brilliant. And I mean, if that went to number 1 as an 11-minute track, just it deserves so.
And he was really compelling to watch as well. You know, he was like a real, like one of those people who's sort of, you've got to keep seeing what he's doing. I mean, he did a backflip or a front flip on the first bit, which was in jeans, which was pretty impressive, I must say. So
that was cocky. That could have gone wrong.
That could have gone very wrong in front of 100,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, he went all out on his backflip in his tight jeans with flares. It could have gone wrong. He could have gone head first into a cab and a Marshall stack and then got squashed, but he pulled it off.
I tell you, the other thing I loved about that video, just like the production of it, was beautiful. It was really of an era. It looked great. You know, that sort of 70s past the color and scheme, everything. It had the Australian lax view of stage security.
Yes.
Where, those ladies were just like, just going to hang out at the front. I'm going to be leaning on the stage. And,
they were leaning on top of someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Get onto it. So there was, on top, at the bottom of every girl, there was a poor bloke who thought he was going to get his rocks off that night for helping. But really, they were after the band. One of the girls managed to get a leg up on the stage as well.
But no one threw them off. No one was just get down, In
America, they would taser you, then shoot you, then taser you.
And you wouldn't even get that close to the stage to start with.
No, that's just in the car park. That was absolutely fantastic. And what a brilliant performance of it, as he said. So, I mean, note perfect. And just for the crowd there, what a spectacle. That was brilliant.
I think I'd love to hear the studio version of it now as well. I'd like to hear how it comes out in the studio because I think that'd be spectacular as well.
You know which bit I really would like to hear? I'd like to hear the melodic part in the studio.
Okay,
that's a bit I would really, because I mean, you could get it. I think it's hard to get that emotion over, but I think with really good quality, and if instead of a Yamaha 70s electric piano, they had a real piano. I'm hoping they did. Yeah. And his voice is great. I reckon that part would have. I don't know, but I would have thought that's a part I want to listen to the most. Because that could have come across in the studio well.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great, and thank you everyone for recommending that track and making sure it got on our list because that was different and brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Australia, once again, a million thanks. You guys are great. Chris, thank you so much for curating this week for us. Again, absolutely brilliant. Like and subscribe. We've got a lot of stuff coming up, haven't we?
And I'm sure we'll be slipping in a few more Aussie tracks every once in a while, won't we? And I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what else,
Actually,
I
know what's coming up on the next recording session after it's later. There might just be an Aussie track in that.
Might just be an Aussie track in it. Yeah.
Thank you, Australia. I don't care if you're Australian. You're okay.
You're okay by us. Yeah.
All right.
Us
Take
pump.
care.
All right.
Thank
Catch
you
you
very
later.
much.
See you on the
Cheers.
flip phone.
Bye.
First of all, what went through my mind is how stupid am I to actually volunteer for this? It was unbelievably painful.